Hey, Coach, what's up? Welcome back to the podcast. Today is episode 181. And if you've been enjoying these episodes, if these episodes have been helping you out, they're making a real difference in your business and in your life, make sure and leave us some feedback here. I know it's annoying. I ask for feedback every single day, but I know if you haven't done it yet, this would be a good reminder to go help us out. And this way we can spread this movement for coaches who want to build their business. And it's something I'm really obviously passionate about. And just take a couple of seconds, leave us a review on iTunes. That means the world to me. Now, today's title is Jumping Without a Parachute. And I don't know how much you pay attention like on Instagram or social media, but a lot of like gurus always talk about, when you have to make a decision, when you want to quit your job or you want to start a business, you need to jump without a parachute, where you jump off the edge and you build your parachute on the way down. And that just basically means, when you want to do something, when you're at a crossroads, you have to take the leap. And while you take the leap, you learn after you take the leap. You don't learn anything until you take the leap. And I'm going to give you a really good example. This was a personal example of something I went through. And this was something I was afraid to do. And I believe this was back in 2013. So this was a long time ago. But during that time, I had a lot of clients that I was training. And I thought everything was good. And it was a weird time for me because I was kind of shocked with like the amount of clients that I was training. My schedule was very flexible. Like I had my business set up to where almost every day I'd go play golf with my brother. I'd have sessions in the afternoons or whatever, but like it wasn't like I was being pressed. Everything just seemed very comfortable. And there was a time where I realized, the way that I was running my business was very upside down. A lot of parents were paying me cash and checks. And again, I was comfortable doing it that way because it was working for a period of time. And then what happened was like a lot of parents, I ran into a lot of clients who were bad clients. They weren't paying. They'd show up late. There's like a doctor here in my city that still owes me like probably $6,000. And this was all by design, my fault, right? I designed it that way. I had to take self-responsibility. But one of the things that I had to do was switch my business and do everything online as far as accepting payments. And I remember it was like I was standing on the edge of the cliff, metaphorically, and I realized I was like, you know what? When I make this switch, I'm gonna lose clients, but like I'm probably going to be attracting more committed clients in the future. So I knew like in order for me to make this jump, I had to learn and build my parachute on the way down. And that's exactly what happened. And I remember like there was probably 3 months where I was just so hesitant to change my business. But that one change like significantly impacted not only my life, but everyone who I've come in contact with, as far as coaches whoever go through that, because most coaches do go through that experience where they're charging cash or checks, and then they realize, well, I can't do this anymore. Like my business is not going to be sustainable that way. And that's when I switched over. I started using Samcart, and you can go use Samcart for free with a free trial on my resources page at buildmysportsbiz.com. Click on resources. You can learn all about that there. But I remember like after I made that jump and I learned on the way down, like, oh, okay, good. Like that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Then it made future decisions a lot easier because I remembered I was like, oh, well, I already did something like that. That was really hard. That was really difficult for me. Well, the other decisions became a lot easier at that point because I knew that I'd made a previous decision that in my head was a big deal. And This is why when you are faced with decisions, you should always think about, you know what? Like, what am I going to learn from this after I do it? I wouldn't think what the consequences are going to be. I would think, what am I going to learn from this? And by making this decision, is this going to long term impact my business? Yes or no? And this is why I always talk about this podcast. You should always do the thing that feels uncomfortable. And when you do that, right, you start getting a lot more comfortable with making really big decisions within your business, because every day there's decisions. I mean, I know for me personally, the same thing happened when I wanted to start shooting videos. I didn't want to start shooting videos. I was uncomfortable. I was self-conscious. I was shy. I would stutter. Even the same with these podcasts back in the day. And you just have to learn on the way down, but you got to first jump, right? So I hope that helps you. Going into this weekend, I want you to take a deep look at what we've talked about, this whole week between episode 177 and today. And go listen to those episodes again if you need to. But I feel like this is a very critical week of content that we put out. And I know if you have any questions, if you want to talk, if you want to learn how you can take your business to the next level, go to our website, go to www.buildmysportsbiz.com. And from there, click on the mastermind button. When you click on that button, that will show you how we can help you and how we can help you grow your business. So that's it for today's episode, guys. I'll see you on Monday.